Ow! Ow! Hey, stop that. Dude. Testing, 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 testing. Okay, we should be good. I need to do something real quick. See if I can make my bot do this. Do, 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 do. Da, da, ba, 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 ba. Auto chat. Also, Stellar, you can also turn off my emote only chat and my um subscriber chat in my other one, whatever other one I was gonna say. Yeah, the commands are slash subscribers off, all one word, and slash emote only off. Yeah. I have to figure that you can set up the bot to do it. Let me see if I can do it. See if I'm smart enough to do it. See. Bot dashboard. We're going to try to set up a command real quick and see if we can make it do the thing. Add command. Bug blind. So title, follow it. Death. Death. Stream. Um. Add on. Subscribers. Off. And uh, um, first off, let me see something. Subscriber. All right. I just gotta do a different way then. How are we doing this morning also? Follow social. Stop. Follow. No, time number cookie. Does that work? I don't think that command works. I want to know if it works though. So I'm gonna see. No, it doesn't. Okay, so I have to set that one up. Yeah, I did. I explained that in detail in one of my streams. I am top follower count command followers follow date command followed account creation created retweet shout out songs give follow age follow time follower I'm sorry this is taking a minute trying to make sure I do it right. Oh, okay, so I can go here and go to mod tools, symbol protection, link word protection, emote protection, add alerts, heist mini gamble. Oh, sure, let's turn that on. Why not? Duel, emote pyramids, emote combo. All right. User manage. Lab with extension. I don't know what any of that does, but it sounds cool. Those are all still things. So cool. Does that work? What? How does any of this work? I don't know how anything works. Okay, I'm gonna do it real fast. I'm gonna do sub off subscribers off and M off. Okay, so there will be commands in the thing. Oh, hello. Churro. Cutscene. You said it was an act to cover up something, and then a cutscene happens where Majima jumps Kazuma in the banana cage, and he said, "Hold on, cutscene." Oh no, that's not the time I. So I talked about it at the end of Danganronpa Zero, or not Danganronpa Zero, sorry, Kiwami, Yakuza Zero, and basically what it was that um, it's making this command. I promise I won't forget this time. Add command M off. Off. Okay. And what is the emote command for cookies? What is it? I need to do that before I forget. And then, and only then, can we talk about why Majima is crazy. Um, Twitch. I gotta go to my own Twitch, which I hate doing because it duplicates audio. Hey, please. We'll do um, no, we'll do Anon, Anone. This is the stream where I lose all my viewers because I'm just doing mod stuff. Anone, capitalized. I don't know. Sure is. This is the stream where I drop back down to, I don't know, like one average viewer, even even though there's two people here. That's how it works. Oh, there it is. Copy command to clipboard. This. And some nom. Do Kuma PLS. Kuma LS. And eat down this side. Up base. Sub base. And how about we put a cookie emote in the middle and then we start our game. I just had to find the right. It is nom nom. Nomno. Oh, you know what? This M and space and Kanawo. That's gonna be great. Kanawo. Confirm. Now we should have a new command. Looks like Gotta change the username thing to work, but that's kind of the idea for how it's gonna. Oh, okay, I see. So we just gotta put it in brackets. So edit this part. I assume probably also brackets. Target name. Okay. So edit, edit this to this, and confirm. Okay, cookies should work now. Theory, maybe. And I can give people cookies. And if I type this, type retro gaming interactive, I don't know. Does it? I don't know why it does that. Why is Kuma please broken? Oh, it's lowercase Kuma. Okay. Edit. Tool. Module. I'm gonna try. No. Oh. My other mic is in a drawer, and it doesn't sound as good as this one. Headset mic keeps cutting out. Check for frame cables, check for cables, cord. So I bet you I know what I can do to improve that. But I gotta figure out what this is real fast. Because apparently this is a cursed stream and we're not gonna start gaming ever. Alright, let me just... I'm gonna disconnect my mic so it's gonna be quiet for just a second. Tell me if my mic works better now that we did that. I just tried connecting it directly to the computer instead of through a different device. You guys can type exclamation 8-ball and it will do it. Yo, I think we might have solved the problem. The only downside is now my stand isn't set up, which means that my controller isn't set up. Aw, it was sweet to you. And I can customize those commands too. So it's going to be great. Beep. And beep. So, tell me how my mic quality is over time if So we're just gonna do the trial. We're gonna go do. We're just doing the trial, and then we're gonna end it after that. So I mean, we just spent 20 minutes doing setup. But hey, if you type !cookie, you can now give a cookie to someone. Just type cookie in their name, and it should do. Did you guys break it already? Well, I mean, I set it up right. You saw that it worked, so that ain't my fault. Oh, there you go. There it goes. Good. Okay. Let me pull up my list of voices again. And we no longer have a Byakuya, so he gets removed. I only have to remember all these voices now. To everyone who hasn't been to one of my streams before, again, I apologize for the voice acting. It is bad. It is very, very, very bad. And there's a lot of it in here. Oh, that's great to hear. I'm glad we got at least one thing working better. Yoo! Here you go. I like that command a lot. Okay. Gotta get back into the spirit of this. Huh?
Are you kidding me?
Hey, what the heck is that mountain? When did that get there? And what is it? No, it's just jealous. Never mind that. How did they even make a mountain shaped like a Monokuma?
No way.
That story might be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all of this. You mean what Byakuya said before, right?
You are right.
Byakuya. We still needed his knowledge. I still can't believe he's dead. Byakuya, 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 Byakuya. You're welcome. What happened to Gundam and Fuyuhiko? Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
I got it.
Oh, I know. They probably ran away.
No way.
Oh, hell nah. There's no way I'd let them escape, you know? Look, I dragged this one back over here.
Fuck with me.
I'm telling you to let me go.
Hey.
Hey now, if you keep acting violent, I might just eat you up. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what were you doing all this time? Nothing, I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway? You. How can you say something so irresponsible?
You understand?
We've been doing our best to investigate this murder even though we don't want to, just to survive.
Wait.
You don't actually need the @ in there. You can just type their name. The hero, that's enough. You too, Fuyuhiko. Dumbass. And and I guess we're waiting for Gundam.
What happened?
I am right here. Remember this well. A main character arrives when he intends to. It seems you noticed it too. He got his earring back. If I did, then I'm right.
Well now.
All right. Now that everyone's all together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field. Well, wait a second.
What's this?
My, Monomi. Just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you. Do you actually want to join in? Do you want to taste how powerless you are at the class trial? You're an even bigger masochist than I thought. Oh well, I'm a big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation. Hello, whoever just joined. I'm sorry in advance.
See ya later.
I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys, so hurry over.
Huh?
He told us to come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or vehicles.
What's going on?
He mentioned something about a secret entrance. Was it? Secret entrance? You,
This is the worst.
we gotta find the killer. If we don't, we're the ones who are gonna get killed. Wow, sharp.
I...
Oh. The only voice I don't have pinned down is Akane's. This is our battle to avenge Byakuya, but I feel quite disheartened. Let's stop this bad joke. Why don't we have dinner instead?
That's weird.
What happened, Hajime? Are you scared? Seriously, you're such a wuss.
That is...
A huge organization. So, my kingdom has been cast in doubt. However, I do not think my government would participate in something like this. Oh.
Damn it!
Damn it, I don't want to go. Is there any way I could run away from this? Oh god. Echo, are you doing okay? You look like you weren't feeling too well earlier. Don't worry about it. I appreciate your concern. However, there are other things we should be focusing on.
Why?
This is definitely strange. Why is this happening? Why do we have to find the killer? Well, gee, I don't know. You were wondering about Gundam too, right? You too, huh?
Be happy!
You humans have been spared. God.
So annoying.
Jeez, how boring. She has a she has a Kansai dialect. We're gonna make her Southern from the rest of the game. That's just how it's gonna be. So hopefully you don't hate that. How boring.
You...
Whatever. Let's go inside already. It's almost insulting, but it's funny to me. Oh god. I don't give a flying fuck if that fat pig is dead. Who fucking cares? Seriously. Well, okay.
Well?
In RPG video games, it's common for secret areas to be underground. Comparing our situation to a video game.
Blah, 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 blah.
I guess she's busy. Alright. What the? Something's shaking? This is dangerous. Everyone, please get down. Okay. Sure. Why not? Something came out?
No way.
Could it be? Is he telling us to enter it? Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant Magazi is trembling with fear. That's so totally suspicious.
Hey!
Forgive me, seriously, just forgive me already. Why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely.
No way!
There's just no way we'll find the killer.
Stupid.
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sakes. We've come this far. We have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. Yeah.
Hmm.
If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys. If this were a video game, it'd have a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. If I think, I'll run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely at as the escalator carried me. And when each of us entered Monokuma Rock, boom, boom. It's the elevator! This is an elevator. I see the entire rock is an elevator. Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases. However, if he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. You're right. I heard an unnerving chattering sound inside my head. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips together tightly so everyone else could hear it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everything reminds you of fate, to be fair. There we were, listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending, and then the elevator doors slowly opened.
Welcome!
This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fates.
Are you?
What the hell is he thinking locking us up in a shitty looking place like this?
Don't fuck with me.
Are you fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole. Complain all you like, I'm used to it by now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written. It looks like everyone knows, even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Reaper! Hi! We got our microphone working today. Woo! Just as Monokuma ordered, we walked toward the seats we had been assigned. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. The ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending, but he also had a strong sense of responsibility. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. The person who did it is one of us? Can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. I guess some people just don't care. But if it's really true, we need to find out by any means possible, because that's our only option. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. So, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Oh, whoop, I should have saved it. Oh well, it doesn't matter that much. We'll save after the trial. Did we get any skills? Nope. Nope. How would one... I don't care.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Alright!
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is.
Oh,
and
Monomi's
vote
just
for
up
who
there on
done it.
getting hung by a rope. Gee. During the class trial, yeah.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person,
You gotta give yourself twin tails and make yourself into, Junko.
I will punish everyone
Junko.
besides the blackened. And that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the Blackened is lurking among you.
Well, you should adapt.
Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it?
Or do a Rule 63 and make it a male Junko.
By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Well, not as much as I hate monogamy, of course.
That's so specific and strange.
You hate me
What?
that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining. Let's just settle this with our fists.
Oh my god, she really is kind of southern.
Were you even listening to the rules?
Whoa!
Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall? Huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah. What you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Oh, thank you, Annie.
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
Meow.
Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table.
Let's start with that.
Well, it's not quite right, it's a host. But it's still equally sweet, and I'm very grateful. The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table, we can start with that, but ultimately we need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that... No, thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this no matter what. Host! Give her a cookie. Tutorial. Sorry, but please excuse my irritating reads. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after the other without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to move the reticle, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, it's finally time for the class trial. Knife. Oh. Oh, they just throw you right in the deep end this time.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
Right?
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Okay.
Huh? Why? Obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery. Like a dog burying a bone.
Okay, so it's probably the gaps in the floorboard
Why
because
was Byakuya's
he would have
body
gotten caught,
in a
or
place
the
like
bloodstain.
that?
I think you can.
Was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
I don't remember how to speed
After
it
the
up.
killer murdered Byakuya,
Oh.
they probably moved the body there.
There it is.
No, that's wrong.
Oh my gosh, 7 people now. Hi!
I don't think the killer moved the body. Huh? Why? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through.
It's good in a different way, I think. Yeah, I think Nagito is him.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
And here I thought I had a genius idea.
Hopefully that doesn't affect the volume of the actual stream.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
Oh my god, Yoko.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
Wow.
You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, he found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was? Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
I think so. What was he doing? Could be the murder threat, or it could be the goggles. But let's. No. Okay, I didn't think so, but I figured doing it at the party. Well, I mean, he was. We know what he was doing, but like. Well, it's what he's doing, not what, I mean... Maybe it's... No, okay.
Crap!
We know he was just, like, protecting everyone, but that could pertain to a lot of things. So maybe the... I mean, it could be the knife, but I don't think it's the knife. Usually I don't fail these this many times. No, okay, so we'll try the knife. Yeah, I don't know. I'm spacing out or something. I blame doing this right after work. Well, I mean, it's what he was doing during the party, but here, I'll do the knife because you said so.
I can prove it with this.
Oh, I guess you're right. It beats me then. I guess I'm not very smart.
Something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Okay, sure. I don't understand that logic, but okay. Okay. You win.
Knife?
You win.
Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
What?
Byakuya
But that's not what he was doing during the party.
knife
That's what he was doing during the blackout.
So in order
Yeah.
to get it, he moved under the table.
Right.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he
Alright.
notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
Okay.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial.
Yeah, it kinda is, isn't it? During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot, but from this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. This means there will be false weak spots. If you choose a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you'll fail, so please be extra careful. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the space key, you can progress the argument slowly. Please use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. However, this does consume focus gauge, so please be careful. Did you press the escape key during we know it. Rolls. Hi, everyone who just joined. Oh my goodness. There's gonna be a lot more in this one. Oh.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct. If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black. It was so dark I couldn't see my food.
Yeah, it's gonna be the goggles.
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong. No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
That
Yes.
seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Oh, counter argument. This is a new one.
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Ooh, new mechanics.
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Yes. Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding. I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you'll go into a one-on-one debate called the rebuttal showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks with WADs. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the person's remarks, it'll skew towards their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You'll lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. Just like the regular debate, please refute any weak spots with the left mouse button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. What? What's a truth blade? I am terribly sorry, it appears there's been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? If you press the escape key, controls. What? Sorry, what? No. How do I do this? Do I have to figure out the thing each time?
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Ooh.
Can't back down.
I wasn't ready for that.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
Where's your
Wow.
proof that the killer used them?
Because if they use night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime
How do
scene.
you know which? Shoot. Okay. This is gonna take some practice.
If you just use common
Is there a way to
sense,
tell which?
The killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
I can't back down. Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Okay.
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
There it
Allow
is.
me to cut through those words.
You said the thing.
No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party.
I just gotta learn to understand which blade I'm supposed to use for each thing, because I don't really quite get that yet.
We found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
Yep. The knife was brought in the duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too? No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove that.
I see!
I see. Duct tape.
There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid?
Yeah.
Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be?
This
Was
guy
he
has the
also in
best voice
possession
I've
of the
ever heard in my life.
all-seeing eye?
You
love
think
him.
so too, right, Hajime?
I could never live up to him. That's right. Byakuya probably knew there was a... Yeah, because he got a note. Where's the note? Where's the note? Where's the note? Note? Note. 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 Heard a threat.
I can prove it with
Yep,
this.
I'm blind, I know.
Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
I know. Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Somebody will definitely kill someone.
Hey, the hell is this? Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage. It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies.
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet.
Those are still
So,
lies.
Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter. What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation.
Hi, Steve. Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate you.
But the letter might have been just a little prank. As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. A strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. Strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Completely understand, sir.
Well, obviously, the killer.
How did your stream go? The killer. Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
Do 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 do. Glowing paint.
What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had
Wow.
to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
No, because it was too high up.
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for two glasses wearers?
Oh my god.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Pekko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
The athlete, the gymnast. Ibuki. After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now RU spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets to prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you controls. Oh.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
She was in the
Because I was
bathroom.
not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. Yeah.
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
I don't want to hear that, Morty.
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started, and it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
She's a girl. She
There's
wouldn't
no way
admit
she'd
that.
actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
What?
She
Yeah,
locked herself
dude.
in the bathroom for that long? There's no doubt. Shit.
My God.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Oh my
Hey,
God, man.
Weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
See, okay, I have to point something out. Sometimes Mahiru is rude as hell, but I'm kind of the same. Like everything she said, I'm like, you gotta agree with that.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about
I'm a lot like her,
we
I
stop
think.
talking about this and move on to something else.
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
Oh my god!
I
Oh
said
my
it's fine.
god!
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited? Seriously, stop it.
God,
But still,
this guy.
your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
No, he's right, because someone probably wanted to get her out of the office.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I
What
mean
do you mean by
is it possible
coincidence?
someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
That might have happened. The question is whether Pecco's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of the trial could change drastically. Interesting. Knife, AC timer, night vision goggles, embarrassing pose, party dishes. It's probably party dishes. Don't make me use embarrassing pose.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it, you brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious.
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Nope.
Crap.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it, you brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining.
There might have been some
Taro cooked the. I wouldn't do anything. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Oh, I bet it's an agree point.
Did you eat anything weird?
I
Okay.
don't remember eating anything weird.
No, because it's not blue.
Now that you mention, you brought food to the office.
Just a little bit from.
There might have been some laxatives.
I don't think this is it. No, it is.
No, that's wrong.
Oh. Huh.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall.
Because Byakuya and Akane ate some at the beginning.
Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well. I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
I don't remember who gave her the plate of food.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
There's this bickering.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Oh my god.
Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. I gotta give them some credit. Yeah, she does. Oh, pretty close. I don't think it's her, but pretty close. I think the group dynamic in this one is better than in one, personally. I think they all interact better, if that makes sense. I like the overall cast more, I think. There are people I like better in one, but overall...
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Close.
Crap!
Who tripped the breaker and how did if you can't
Oh, really?
answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head. Did they?
Nice.
Maybe they used a
No,
remote.
no.
It does not have to be. They
It
may
could
have
be
tampered
that.
Or maybe they caused a power surge.
There it is.
I agree
A
with
power surge. I should have just waited.
that. It's just as Mahiru
The
said.
same in English, right? I doubt they're the same Japanese actress. Oh, that's why, because I was thinking of the Japanese actress. Got it. Got it.
Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
Okay. Nothing against Makoto from 1, but his delivery is better. You have to admit it is. He puts a lot more I'm a detective into it than Makoto did, because Makoto, the whole game, he was just kind of unsure, and he was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. This guy's like, I think I have the answer. I appreciate that.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the
I
blackout.
really do appreciate that.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Oh god, not another one of the sword things. I don't have any idea how these work.
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
Okay.
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
I need to understand this minigame a little better, so give me a second. Flash in the direction you press. Oh, okay. And then clicking is not. Okay. Okay. I get it.
And for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage? Then that means everyone who was when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout.
Didn't mean to do that.
Irons caused them, and the killer had to go to the storage room before that and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
Yes.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cut. If the irons caused the blackout.
There we go.
Allow me to cut
I got
through
it now.
those words.
I understand. I understand.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Air conditioners!
I love him so much.
The timers for both air conditioners were set to
Oh
11:30
my
p.m.
god.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Handyman's died
Oh
around that time too.
my
I
god.
see. When the timers activated
Air
the
conditioners!
the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see.
That's so
I
great.
understand.
Indubitably?
Indubitably?
He probably checked the old building's energy usage
Yeah, I bet he
in
would.
advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout. Indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Is she right? Such a hateful bear. You deserve to die 1,000 deaths.
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up. You guys just stay quiet.
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. Even so, I still regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, The breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Yeah, bro.
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Okay, sketchy.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Is it among us?
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners.
Nagito sus.
Setting up the irons in the storage
Maybe we
room
need a
could have
sus
been done
command.
before Byakuya set foot in the old building.
We don't have any murder emotes.
What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Fortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the kill. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
No.
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you.
Nagito sus.
Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too. Please, take me home already. I want to go home and eat candy.
Aw.
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's
Nagito
no way
sus.
one
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
I
Chiaki.
Did you say something?
Because we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
A clue, you
You
said.
know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They used glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Is she asking how the killer got close to that table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint, in order to do that, they needed to get across to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. My hero's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
Just as I thought, this diagram is the clue. Well... I guess. Who the killer is and how they were able to move the table in the dark. To the table in the dark. That's clearly shown in this diagram. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move to that table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. Spot selection. Ooh, another new thing. Lamp. Because they would have used the cable.
They must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
Because of the
There was a
cable.
blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
But the cable.
I can prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
God, I love the way he does. They used his power cord. The power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table and use the glowing paint to find the knife.
But the knife wasn't the killing
There's
weapon.
only one person here who could have done that.
Nagito? We're going based on the diagram.
You're the only one!
0!
Nagito, it was
How
you,
did it
wasn't
go?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Hi,
Which
Alexis.
means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito.
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under
Guys,
the
I
table.
added a cookie command and a 8-ball command.
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
How's he doing?
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
No one even expected him.
He? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
To go to the trouble of preparing this, just what did you think would happen? Oh,
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Stellar, can you give Unknown an SO2?
Well, just admit it already.
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! How wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
The darkness in his eyes shone brightly as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark.
You suspected
And
poor
of
Pecco.
course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone. Right.
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. With a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could have lied to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. Too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. Too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant.
Where are the
Do anything
skewers?
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
Okay.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he the real
Hey,
Nagito?
Nagito! If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
I guess. She
But why did
loves
you send a
it.
threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able
Are
to
you making
manipulate
fun
his
of us?
actions.
Well. Oh, right, yeah.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Oh, I get it. If Peko was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
That's
The
right.
threatening letter, along with all your suggestions, was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
The ultimate transporter?
I see!
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
Yeah?
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty.
Enough. I don't care about. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, the despair breaks. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
Sleepy kitty.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start
Air
the game
conditioners.
over. Ready to fuck-
Please, Monokuma! Please, wait!
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this? Is
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange.
If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke.
Hearing them side by side, her voice is actually deeper than Mikan's.
I'm sorry.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
But we know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable.
Oh my god, I love him.
I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
Best character. From this point on, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Please time your truth bullets just right so they won't get interrupted by white noise. Oh, by the way, if the difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In that case, all that means is this explanation didn't mean anything at all. It had no meaning whatsoever. Oh, please don't worry, I'm not gonna fall into despair. Even though it's meaningless, allow me to say one more thing. In this debate, you won't be able to shoot down the white noise. That will be explained later. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Start button. What? I'm not even using a controller. Ibuki was the listener, Chiaki was...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
Kazuichi was...
He has already confessed.
Ah,
You know,
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it.
he's just trying to
He
talk.
killed Byakuya with the knife he hid. No, that's
No,
wrong.
you're wrong! It was the skewer. We,
That knife
as an
might not be the
investigative
murder
team, discovered that
That's what you
a
wanted
long
to say,
time ago,
right,
didn't we?
Mikon? What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
but based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5
He's
millimeters in
cute.
diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife.
Wow!
That better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Not a whorehouse. Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikon? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikon's the one who said it.
Hey, don't blame me.
I'm sorry. Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
He seems a little more crazier than Hina.
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
God, I love you.
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off. What happened during the blackout?
Yeah.
If you cross your
I don't
eyes
know.
like this, it gives you double vision.
Don't get
Oh my God.
distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Not it. What's not it?
Truth is beyond our sight. No, it can't be. There should be some way to find out what happened in the dark. Well, that would be her. If it's beyond sight, then it won't be beyond hearing.
Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
For real?
You were the one who told me, remember? While everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
No, it's 2.8 right now.
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know.
You guys?
Yeah, it's
Where
0.8.
are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
I know, but
Perhaps
still.
the breaker overloaded?
It's probably going to be 2.9 after this stream, and that's just going to be
Hold on a
depressing
sec.
because I'm not streaming
I'll go
tomorrow.
along the wall and do something about it.
Ooh.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
God.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'll give Ibuki credit for that one.
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the
Oh,
dark,
that's true. Ow.
What the hell?
Chiaki's my favorite.
This is...
Ow!
it almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened. As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table.
He would too.
That's
He's
right.
strong.
I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
So Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife, and he got shoved out from under the table before he could even grab it? Well, it sounds plausible. I mean, just from listening to what they both had to say at the time.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
I could interpret it like that. No, actually, now that I think about it, that sounds like exactly what
After
happened.
getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys.
No, I actually bought the Castlevania collection that's on Steam now. Is it like a second
I didn't
version
even know where the
of it?
power cord was.
for the later games?
Before I realized it, the lights had come back on. Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Hold on. Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan. But unfortunately, my plan failed.
I'm gonna buy that.
What happened after that? Even I don't know. You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth.
What other word is brimming?
They're really
with so
fun.
much despair? But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
Is Nagito really not the killer? Is this guy really the Nagito I knew before? No, there's no way I can say that. I just thought I knew him, but the whole time I didn't know anything about this guy. I didn't know his true character. It's as simple as that. But now's not the time for me to dwell on that. We need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible, because if we don't, we will die here. Boom. Ooh, Circle of the Moon's my favorite one. Of those ones, anyway.
Well now.
Now then, the class trial has reached its climax, but... Okay, here's a question for you. What's this? To those of you who figured out who it is, how about you try the Guess the Killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their save data melt away like butter. But if you guess it right, I'll reward you with $10 billion. 10 billion? Of course, for those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue on.
What are you gonna do?
I don't have a B button. B. Just kidding, you can't make a choice. Symphony of the Night is most people's favorite. My favorite Castlevania is actually Castlevania 3. Circle of the Moon's my favorite of the Game Boy games. Symphony of the Night, I need to... Okay, so What if I stream it? What if I stream the entire Castlevania series? Would you guys like that? Just keep in mind that last time I played Castlevania 3, it took me 82 tries to beat the boss, so... The same number as it took to beat the guns, incidentally. But it's actually documented on my old YouTube channel. And on my final run, I got a perfect run. Okay, I'll add it to the list. Right? I'll play that too. I've already written that one down, so. And also, if you guys have game suggestions for me, you can always message me on Discord. You can post them in the SEC Discord or message me directly. Or you can tell me in a stream and I'll try to keep in mind. Dissonance, Harmony, 1-6 player co-op game. Yeah. I never heard of that one.
And of course, there's no $10 billion either.
You're so evil.
You guys have any guesses? We know that it's not gonna... Whoop, I did the same thing again. Whoop.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
Well, we can assume that Nagito is innocent.
The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed. And his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it. 'Cause I
True.
believe in everyone.
But the laxatives thing was kind of disproven.
So do your best. And don't forget to save regularly.
And don't hit the cancel button on the save menu twice. Whoops.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
Well, what I'll do is I will play starting with Castlevania 1 and we'll go from there. But we will do that at some point in the future. We could make that our goal for October.
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
Just so you know, the classic remakes have a save state option in them, and I'm going to use it. I'm just telling you, because those games are hard.
But there's another reason why I don't think
Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Boy. I've done that before too.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
Oh my god.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Why does Mikon think Nagito looks clean? There's no blood.
I see.
Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, that's it. Because under the table,
What game were you playing?
Blood splattered everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
Oh. I've only played Phantasy Star Online. I've never played
Strange he did not get splattered with
the original Phantasy Star games.
blood.
I didn't get any blood on me. That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Are they worth playing? Do you think I would have fun with them? I don't think I would stream them, but it could be fun to, Oh. What? I mean, you could.
Crap! Something that might have been used to...
I can prove it with
Oh,
this.
it was the other tablecloth.
You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it.
I'm
Nagito
sure I
used
could
the
find 'em.
tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
My very first shiny that I found in Pokemon was during the tutorial battle where it was in I want to say it was in black and white during the tutorial battle, and I think the game was Pokemon Pure White, which was a mod that makes the game harder but combines all of the Pokemon from Black in there too, so you can get everything in one game. And it also makes it so you can technically catch any Pokemon anywhere, just on a very random chance, and they're percentage based, so like a legendary isn't just going to show up every encounter. Well, no, they had spots. They did have spots, but you could catch legendaries in the wild is, I think, how that worked. I don't remember. Pure White if you want to look it up. But in the tutorial battle, the Pokemon that your teacher, I can't remember because it's been a very long time since I played that game, but they found a shiny and then they caught it. And then I was really hoping that at the very least when they released it, it would be that same shiny, but it's not. It's just a regular Pokemon stupid thing. I hate it. Hate it.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big, so even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Probably.
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, hitting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Then, what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
to state that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there.
I think so too.
But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
I
What?
don't understand at all.
Huh? Hajibe? You look like... Really? But it sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense.
They're right here, under the floorboards.
Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
In scenes where you have to figure out important words, the improved Hangman's Gambit will occur. The goal is to line up the right letters in order so it reveals a keyword related to the incident in question. Improved Hangman's Gambit is like a little puzzle game. Various letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are 2 rules you must remember. If 2 different letters clash, you will take damage, and 2 of the same letters clash, they will fail. You must make 2 of the same letters clash while you try not to let 2 different letters clash. That's what's most important. In order to do that, you've been given a technique to catch and release. When you move the reticle over with the mouse and press the right mouse button on top of a letter, you can snatch a letter like a vacuum. That's what it means to catch a letter. However, you can only catch 1 letter at a time, so please be careful. Press the right mouse button, you will have a letter caught. Hit it where your cursor is aiming. This is how you release the letter. To catch and release, you can change the position of letters and hit the letters into each other. Make sure you get the same letters so you can fuse them. Fuse letters will freeze and get bigger. By pressing the right mouse button, you can blow it up and erase it from the field. This is called firing the letters. Catch and release with the right mouse button, and after you fuse them, fire with the right mouse button. There's a whole lot of right mouse buttons. However, if you just erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game. Ultimately, the main goal of improved Hangman's Gambit is completing the keyword. Display the question with the tab key and figure out what keyword will answer that question. Without lining up the keyword, instead of pressing right mouse button to fire the letter, please press the left mouse button. If that happens, at the same time the letter blows up, it will be sent to the keyword list. If a sent letter is correct, it will fit in the keyword list, and if it's not, the influence gauge will take it. You must write the keyword in order. Based on the flying letters, please think about the completed word. Is the only one that ate the meat on the skewers? It's possible the cause of death could be poison. Stabbing could have just been making sure. Maybe. Also, if you leave a fused letter alone for a while, it will just blow up on its own. One thing to take note of is there was nothing to indicate poison anywhere in the investigation. It is still possible, but it tends to be less likely if there was no clues to lead towards it. In that case, it'll still damage you, so please be very careful. It took long to explain. Do you understand it? Press the escape key during the scene. Oh god. The place Byakuya got stabbed and the place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, I should put aside my preconceptions and try to think about it. This sounds really complicated. But like in the feet. Under the floor. So it has to be in order, right? So that won't. Under the floor. Oops. Didn't mean to click that. Under the floor. Under the floor. Boo 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 boo. I couldn't have done anything about that because it was off the screen. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Give me an H, please. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 do 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 do. L. Bow bow bow. Bow bow bow. Give me an O. Boop. Boop. Under the floor. Under the floor. Oh!
Got it! The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Under the floorboards.
Under the floorboards?
Under the floorboards. Ha ha ha.
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. Where?
The person who would have the answer to that is Gundam. But he didn't have the answer until later because he got his
I
earring
don't know
back.
that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know. You're the only one! Hey, Gundam, you dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards, right?
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 Dark Devas of Destruction, it is of no concern.
I wish he would read an audiobook.
True. This is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
Asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Right?
Oh, man up and speak more clearly.
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room. One of my 4 Dark Devas of Destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands.
Hands.
Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
So the killer climbed under the floorboards, and while he was under the table, after he kicked Nagito out, the killer stabbed him through the floorboards with the skewer.
Then that has to be how the killer did it.
Are you kidding? That's a hero's voice.
If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
And this would be the spot where I know who the killer is. And I can...
I see. If they pass through the storage room,
I know exactly who the
understand why
killer
tablecloth
is and
was
isn't
put there.
based on just these clues.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
So, guys, I'm not going to tell you who it is, but I will give you what my clues were at this point in the investigation. Who could it not be? Based on the fact that we know that who did it was under the floor.
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy? Like...
I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Echo was in the bathroom.
Who wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness, right?
He has an alibi too. And I can tell you why.
Yes, this Monomi over here is your witness.
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
There's her alibi.
I
Chiaki
was
has
in
an
the kitchen
alibi.
for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
The only person who wasn't at the party... Judging from the photo I took before the blackout...
Oh, he was there. He couldn't use the, He couldn't use the bathroom because, Echo was in there. That gives them both an alibi.
It obviously has to be him.
Yay, it's decided.
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer.
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like, I can do it?
Don't mess with me. I'll fucking kill you.
See? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
I wonder. Good news, you're now allowed to use a silencer. You can silencer the right mouse as many times as you want. When you use the silencer, you can shoot down the white noise. Also, when you shoot down the white noise, your time limit will increase a little. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease. So carefully when you're using the silencer. Oh, but if the difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In that case, you'll still be able to use the silencer, but it'll be somewhat pointless. However, if you feel like doing a little bang bang, your heart's content. Bang 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 bang. Not until after the blackout. He was in that picture just now, which was right before the blackout. And I know.
During the party, the killer
Fuyuhiko
was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have
Also
stared at
has an
panties all
alibi.
day without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know.
That means you have no alibi.
Yep. No!
The culprit is self-evident.
That was the spot, I think. I know. I hit white noise instead of.
The killer
What?
was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know.
That means you have no alibi.
But that's the answer.
The culprit is self-evident.
Oh,
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
I know
And
that's
they
the
could have
answer.
stared at panties all day without going to the storage room in the dark.
That's interesting. Where to use that? What?
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
Oh, you're probably supposed to use
But
it at
when
the other
party
spot.
nobody saw you. That means you have no.
The culprit is
I
self-evident.
don't understand why that would be the one.
During the party, he was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And when you do it there,
Crap!
it just doesn't. It punches me.
During the
That's
party,
weird.
he was lurking under the floor like.
And they could have stared at without going to
What?
the store.
Is that true?
Don't act like I'm the.
But when the party started, nobody saw you.
That means you have no alibi.
What?
No, that's wrong!
What? Wait, what? Huh?
No,
What?
Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
I did it like 3 times.
Oh, you're
Check
right.
boy. Ah, he is the RD. Delivered food back and forth between the party and so on and so forth.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Why?
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside, and he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
No.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
And someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
During the party. It was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
Echo was in the bathroom and it was confirmed by Nekomaru. And Chiaki was outside the entire time with Usami.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
but I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake, once again.
We're getting close to the final stage.
This one's really stumping you, isn't it?
The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
Where? I bet it's...
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that is like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
Definitely sounds impossible.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout.
Building, case,
Moving to the
party
storage room like
dishes,
that
fire door,
is like
equipment
making a seafood bowl
list,
without fish.
murder threat.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut.
What if they used a light? I agree with that.
I agree.
You know, the killer had a light with him.
Oh, I was right? But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
20 forks, 20 knives, 20 spoons, 5 iron skewers, 3 frying pans, 20 wine glasses, hot star iron place for a barbecue, and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. Stove. The portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable
Portable
stove is powered by
stove!
electricity, and it's also small enough
It's
to
the
carry
portable
around.
stove!
So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout. I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument. A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail. Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me? No, that's wrong.
You're an asshole.
Will you be able to break through my argument?
Wow, how made it? What does he mean by battle? It's like he's enjoying a game or something. Damn it, there's no way I'm gonna lose against someone like him. Same?
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony? I
Yeah.
don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say? The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? After all, he was walking near the hallway, right? The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office
Fire door?
was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? Allow me to cut through those words.
He closed the fire door to prevent...
Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, The hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
Gosh.
I see. You actually noticed the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh, you still don't remember your talent, do you?
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath?
You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Hey, it's okay if you
Who do you
guys
think would
fight,
win?
but I won't
Fuyuhiko
allow a burly brawl
or
that might
Kiryu
offend
Kazuma?
people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
Fuyuhiko, the ultimate Yakuza, versus Kazuma Kiryu versus Majima Goro. How about a three-way fight?
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
So you're telling me to call out the real killer, even though I really don't want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? Person who used the hallway door as cover and used the portable stove to move in the dark and snuck under the floorboards to stab Byakuya to death using the glowing paint as a mark. So the only killer I can think of is... you and only you. Okay. Each of you give me a guess and I will tell you if you're right. Whether you can focus or not, a guess is a guess. I will take it. What am I waiting for? Yes? Yes, yes. Your final guess on who the killer is. Meow, 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 pew, 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 ba-doo, 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 doo, 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 all right, you're both wrong. The killer is dun 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 dun.
You're the only one! Could it be you? Huh? What are you talking about?
Neither of you suspected him even once.
Teru's the killer? Is that true?
What are you talking about? There's no way!
It couldn't have been Fuyuhiko because he was outside and there was no way into under the floorboards except for the trap door. Nobody in the main hall could have done it because they couldn't have gotten there fast enough. You did say that you hoped he died, yes. It couldn't have been Heko because she was in the bathroom. It couldn't have been Chiaki because she was she was outside with Usami. That leaves Teru in the kitchen, where he could have closed the fire door, used the portable stove that, by the way, was also in the kitchen, and snuck into the storage room, which was just around the corner and down the hall from the kitchen, and stabby, stabby, stab. And that's what happened. He, I believe, would have planted the knife also, but I'm not sure about that. I think maybe Nagito did that. And something you don't know, the reason I kept checking the meat, the thing is he wasn't at the party in the first place. He was in the kitchen. He was never at the party, so he couldn't have left it. He was only going back and forth between the main hall and the kitchen, but he spent most of the time in the kitchen as per Mahiru's diagram. The skewer was in the meat on the table in the kitchen.
Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely.
And that were things that was the list of things I had inferred at the point when I told you that I knew who the killer was.
Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer? Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen. That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel.
Yeah, you guys overlooked a lot of stuff. I knew as soon as I saw that diagram.
That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
The future of the culinary arts?
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Yeah.
Why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too. So how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
That's right. What do you think about that?
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
What? A shining liquid in the dark? That sounds super important!
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
Well, obviously, I mean, there's the knife, which had the mark. Is there anything that just says paint? Oh, let's see what it says.
I can prove it with this.
Knife?
The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
Yeah.
By using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
Well, Teru!
Seriously? I don't know anything. Really, I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
Oh my god, Nagito.
You again? Just stop already!
Her and I really are the
Now.
same.
We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is.
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
You could have said that from under the floorboards, though.
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
That's right! That's exactly it!
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat. So, if you want, you should try licking me.
No way! You look greasy. But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall. Ibuki swears on her honor.
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
God, I hate you.
That's not it. Why? Why do you have to keep falsely accusing me? It's not like I want to blame you.
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope?
Oh yeah. Knife, bloodstain, gaps, night vision goggles.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Ooh.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that contradiction.
I'll shoot through that contradiction. Ooh, what a cool
Just
guy.
because we heard Teru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall. Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall. But...
You see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall.
Oh, and fun fact, this is the only murder that I actually remember specifically. So I don't know who else
Teru?
kills who.
Hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teru?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I? What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that damn dining hall during the blackout.
Oh
Where are you from again?
I was born in West Asafu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
If Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way you could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Teru actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying.
However, I am not sure.
I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
No! Is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
Yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the data hall? Probably can't. Oh, you again.
Party distance. No.
Crap.
It's a Kentucky accent. Very specifically. Wow, there, down. No. What's the question?
Crap.
Ow. Whether or not terror is hanging all the back in order to know for sure. Maybe because Kazuichi passed him. The hallway. No?
Crap.
That isn't an option. Oh, yeah, it was! The embarrassing clothes. I tried to forget that was even a choice because you're right.
I can prove it.
You were right. You were right.
If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back,
Because he's a pervert, you would have commented.
you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time, right?
Whoa, what? Don't make me remember. It's so embarrassing.
No, this is a very important question. Well, Teru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that.
Huh?
It was a pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget about it so easily.
Ooh, that's gross.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I showed you something so unsightly. How about it? You can't answer, Teru?
That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
There's no way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
Even so. Nagito, say something!
I guess you might have to give up now.
Oh.
What do you mean, give up?
Teru. I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that? Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Oh my god.
But it's already decided, right?
Oh, I wish I had given him that voice.
The murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet, Chef?
It's no use. I can't understand him anymore.
The murder weapon had not been cleared up yet, Chad.
The murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet. You understand him? But it's such a sad defense. This is too cruel.
Oh, you calling me the killer? Then where's the weapon?
Come on, Manumi. Enough with the whimpering and translate. He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
It's the
I think
skewer.
it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
And the
After
weapon.
all this, who cares about the weapon?
Fun fact for you, Zero. We are terrible at metric.
Not good enough at all.
He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all. Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
Wanna do it?
What?
said, try to do it.
What?
A confusing accent.
Some of us can do it, but I am not one of them. Don't do Hangman's Gambit. Oh no. Oh, okay. Is it the regular one or the... Oh, can I speed it up? Oh my god, I can speed it up. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. That'll make it way better. Meat. Skewer. What? Are you only gonna give me Enzos? I don't think... I mean, maybe... R? No. Should be meat, right? Am I crazy? I can't be this wrong, right? I don't... Let me see. Yeah, I didn't think so. Iron skewer! Iron! Iron. Ah! There we go. My favorite example of a headline talking about a sinkhole open. Oh, I just saw that recently.
That's it. The weapon must be the iron skewer.
Yeah.
Huh? The iron skewer?
Just to clear this up, on a stream that maybe someday someone's gonna watch. Not all of us are okay with that way of measuring things, and most of us hate Imperial. We wish we could go to metric just as much as everyone else does.
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teru Teru.
Yes. Yes.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Hey, Teru Teru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
Avril Lavigne!
Avril Lavigne? Huh? Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
This school trip has a no littering
It's pretty
rule.
silly.
If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teru Teru leave the old building.
Yes.
Which
You
means
got it.
he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teru Teru, just man up and be straight with us.
Oh! 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 Whoa!
cornered opponent will be surrounded by soul shields and simply will not listen to what you have to say. They're probably paying you to condemn your classmate, but this is a class trial after all. You must argue against your opponent and destroy their soul shields. High-speed dispute battle where you beat down a panicked opponent excuse is nonsense. That's the bullet time bet. Sorry, the panic talk action. Panic talk action. We'll shorten it to PTA. During PTA, you must destroy all of your opponent's soul shields so you can deliver your final strike. In order to do that, you must destroy your opponent's remarks while following the tempo of the song. Time your button presses with the tempo marker as it moves across the screen. Match the tempo marker by pressing the left mouse button. You'll be able to lock on to the opponent's remark. Keep pushing it, you'll be able to lock on to multiple remarks at the same time. Afterward, if you release the left mouse button in time with the tempo marker, it will intercept the locked on remark and destroy it. By destroying remarks, you will be able to damage the soul shields, protecting the opponent and destroy them. However, if you cannot destroy the remark within the time limit, you end up getting hurt. During PTA, you can press controls. Focus and tempo up and tempo down. And, final blow. If you destroy all your opponent's soul shields, they'll shout and give their final argument. If that happens, 4 words will be displayed on the top, bottom, left, and right. Each of these 4 words corresponds to the WASD key. If you press the buttons in the right order, you will be able to compose words of your final strike. Please make your argument while searching for the words that will trump your opponent's final argument. Also, if you don't deliver your final strike within the time limit, the opponent's soul shields will recover. Well then, good luck now. Yep.
What the hell you was saying, you double cutter hit?
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country head?
I guess
Yeah.
we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
If the iron skewer is a weapon, then hiding it in the kitchen would be easy ways to fine, but Byakuya and I checked the kitchen pretty early before the party started. Was the weapon already hidden somewhere we couldn't find it? It was in the meat bone.
I'm not hiding that thing.
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
I'm hiding that thing. I'm not hiding that thing.
Okay.
Shut up.
Oh, you don't have to reload anymore. Or maybe it's just this one.
Nonsense.
I'm good at rhythm games. Tick, 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 tick. Ah, time's off. 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2.
Unforgivable. I don't know. Paris Hilton.
What? 2.
Unforgivable. Where would the weapon be?
The meat on bone. Oh, that's not right. Yeah, the bone on meat. The meat. The bone. The meat on bone.
Where would the weapon
The meat on bone. What? What do you mean that's not it? The bone on...
be? Paris Hilton.
What? Meat on the bone?
Shut up.
Meat on the bone. Meat on
That's
the bone.
impossible.
That's not right.
Where would the weapon be?
Meat on the bone.
This is the end.
On the meat bone. Meat on the bone.
Could the iron skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone?
Ah, I did grammar good.
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything. In a place like that?
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked it.
Why not Zoidberg?
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, The only one that can hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is the meat on the bone.
What now?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here. We need to confirm this now! So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
All right. Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing!
Wait, hold on a second. Time out, time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over.
About that. Huh? I'm right here!
Of course he is.
I'm already eating it.
A bear that eats meat!
Oh, gross. No.
Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty normal.
Oh, what is this? So yummy!
Unless he hit it back into the
Damn it!
bone.
That's my meat!
I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life.
Because he could have easily just put it back in there.
My days in the wild.
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
My. There's something inside the meat. Look what came out.
And it was tipped with a bone. Well, he wouldn't care about that because it's just being hidden so no one can find it. It's not like he cares if anyone eats the meat.
Isn't that... Is that an iron skewer?
And if it has a tip that's like a bone, that means he could just make it seem like part of the...
The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
As expected of Teru Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef. You're
Yeah,
wrong.
they're literally called
I'm
corn
not the
skewers.
killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me. Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
Hey, Nagito, I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
Yeah.
He said, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say. I guess we need to settle this, once and for all. To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and make everything clear.
Go over the entire incident, and then I can prove Teru Teru's crime. That's right, if we don't do that, we can't end this no matter how much time passes. Yeah, we know. Oh, you made a cooking joke! Every case has one last feature to bring up the class trial to an end. This is called the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the order of events in the case to form of a comic book. This reproduction is merely Hajime's imagination, so there will be gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where a number of pieces are missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the truth panels provided. Around 3 to 5 make up one set. Inside that one set, there will be correct panels placed among the incorrect panels. If you use up all the correct panels contained in one set, it will switch to a new set. After that, if you fill in all the holes, you will clear the challenge. I'm pretty sure some of you already noticed, but it'll be difficult to complete with so many gaps. Once you fill in some of it, it'll become much simpler. For those of you who played the previous game, you might hesitate at first, but it's basically the same concept. Now then, when playing and solving the closing argument, there is a certain trick. You move the reticle onto the gaps and click. It will display hints at the top of the screen. This type of hint will ask what kind of scene is drawn in that gap. Also, if you move the reticle onto a truth panel, it will display hints as well. This hint explains the scene contained in that panel. Put together these two hints and think carefully. Of course, don't forget that there will be a time limit. Well then, good luck and have fun! Okay. We got a stove. Everyone at the party is... No, wait. So that doesn't... right. Same scene as the office in the dining hall. Office room. At the office room. Moment it got dark, Byakuya. Killer obtained a light. Weapon hidden in meat skewer. What did the killer do after exiting the dark hall? What did the killer obtain in the storage room? What was found under the table? I heard it. Mikalo 5, thank you. Welcome to the Kitten Collective. That didn't come up. So, everyone is at the party. Didn't it say I could... Air conditioner. He's sleeping at home. She's in the bathroom. Thank you. I feel... No? Oh, it tells you right away. Well, I mean... He was there. No? Ah. Okay. So I don't have what I need here. But this... Yeah. Woman got dark. Byakuya, I don't have that one yet. Who did he see? Don't have that one yet. No? This is harder than the other one. Weapons hidden in the meat. What did the killer do after exiting to the hall? Close the fire door? What did the killer obtain in the storage room tablecloth? Knife was under the table. And that's that. We might actually lose because I'm confused. My glasses. And anyone got anything? Because, I mean, this is probably where the picture is taken. This would have been, like, where everything was plugged in. This would have been... Yeah, but she was outside the entire time. There's no spot for that. He does his thing. That happens. Jeez. I heard it. That would be Ibuki. Okay, but if it's wrong, we're gonna... I mean, yeah, I guess she was. Oh, because it doesn't mean what they were doing at the party. It means where was everyone at the party. I get it. Okay. Maybe? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Knife was, killer used a knife. The moment it got dark, Byakuya put on goggles. I heard it goes at the very end. Definitely. The knife. There. And I heard it was her. Switched on. That was before the... Yeah. What did the killer obtain in this storage room? Tablecloth. Weapon hidden in meat. That's not it yet, so it's probably this. Yeah. Air conditioner would have been... Yoko is drinking juice. Here. Irons. In there. And the weapon was... Neat. Okay. Moment it got dark, Byakuya put on glasses. Goggles, rather. And he saw him ducking under the table. There we go. We made it!
In this case.
That was close.
Let's try going over the whole incident.
I only got stuck on
Right
one.
after the party started. Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night. Because of a therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us.
Okay. See, I thought this
Though one
this
person didn't come,
panel
the
with
rest of us assembled at the dining
Chiaki,
hall, and the party was underway.
Mahiru and Byakuya was combined with a one panel. No.
But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on. Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right. Everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan. The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item. That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, The killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table.
Fair enough.
Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed. He had to retrieve that knife, and at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen.
Okay.
And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened. There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime, especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food. Isn't that right, Teru Hanamura?
What a shame. I love doing his accent.
How about it? Did I get anything wrong? This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone. Would never.
It seems this is the end.
これで最後だ。It's punishment time. Yeah, we didn't do great. We're actually just about to finish, sir. We're gonna finish right after this trial, and all that's left is the punishment game. It looks
like your
oh, he's still talking.
has come to a close. Oops! I lost control of my wild side for a second.
Be brave. I want to sleep
The
too.
meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time. Now then,
I'll even end it a few minutes early, right after the punishment cutscene. I will.
Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone.
Okay.
If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier.
Well, I guess the post-trial isn't anything important, so if you wanted to dip after that, that's completely fine.
Blackened. Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement.
All right. Kinda try to rush through this. That's right. This time, the black and responsible for killing Byakuya Togami is Teru Hanamura. Are you serious? Out of all these people, are you saying a ponce like him is the one who killed Byakuya? But why? Why did you kill him?
You've got it wrong.
It was a mistake. I'm telling you, it was just a mistake. I was only trying to save you guys. I was only trying to stop Nagito from murdering one of you. Trying to stop? What do you mean? I spent all morning in the old building preparing the dishes for the party, and then I heard a weird laughter near the dining hall, and that's when I saw him. I saw Nagito in the middle of cleaning duty putting the knife onto the table. I had a bad feeling about it, so I continued to watch what he was doing, and I saw him in a replace the irons he brought in the storage room and mess with the air conditioner timers. Plus, he was grinning, just grinning by himself the whole time. So I questioned him.
When that happened,
I hope he's got it covered.
You caught me? What?
Been caught?
Hey!
What are you doing? What are you scheming? I'm planning to kill someone, of course. Teru, just to let you know, it's pointless for you to stop me. If you stop me now, it doesn't matter. I will never give up. Whether it's tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, or the days beyond that, I'll definitely start the killing.
Impossible!
What? No matter how much you want to leave this island, that's just... I see. So that's what you think.
Well...
But that's not it at all. This isn't about my survival. I just want the killing to start.
What?
What are you saying? I love everyone here. That's why I want to be of good use to them. I love all of the Ultimates, and I admire them for being symbols of hope.
Amazing!
That's right. In the name of hope, I love everyone's talents from the bottom of my heart. That's why I don't want them to lose against something like killing. I want them to prove to me that hope will never lose, no matter how daunting the despair they face me. I want everyone to prove to me that hope will never lose to despair.
No.
What are you saying? I don't understand at all.
See?
See, isn't it typical that if you face a strong enemy, you will become even stronger yourself? Which means the stronger the despair you face, the stronger everyone's hope will become, right? I want to see that brightness, and in order to see it, I am going to become everyone's stepping stone. I want to make your hope shine. It's as simple as that. That's right. I yearn for the powerful hope that can overcome any kind of despair. Are you kidding me? Don't tell me you're actually serious. So you don't understand. That's fine. I don't really mind. I'm just an obsessed fanboy, so it's alright. All this love of mine is unrequited. I suppose I can be called the ultimate fanatic.
No way!
There's something wrong with you! Really? Do you really think so? Do you really think there's something wrong with me? But isn't that what love is? Whoa. Nagito, what's the meaning of this? Explain it to me. I don't understand anything about this story at all. You see, if you have a favorite boxer, you don't want him to fight against a strong opponent. Don't you want him to fight against a strong opponent and win? You better not compare us to that.
What?
Huh? Am I wrong? It's a given that trials are necessary to become strong, and the harsher the trial, the stronger you become, no? For mere humans, killings are a simple tragedy, but for worthy humans, a trial such as this can elevate their status to an even higher level. It's amazing to me that someone as untalented as myself can become that trial. There's no point in someone like me surviving. It's far more significant for me to die as everyone else's trial. There's no greater honor than becoming the foundation so that your values may ascend to greater heights.
What's going on?
Stop it! You're seriously starting to piss me off.
What's going on?
I don't understand. Are you saying you're basically wanted to commit murder for fun? It's not the same as someone killing for fun, but I guess it looked the same in your eyes. I have no intention of surviving and leaving you all to die. Is that why you didn't tell mind when Teru discovered your plan?
That's wrong.
Or perhaps that was intentional too? Huh?
So...
Nagito wanted to involve us in the killing. Plus, it'd be better for him if the mystery was more complex. Is that why you blatantly revealed your plan to Teru? You expected to pique Teru's curiosity and look forward to the mystery becoming more complex. Well, you're basically right. It's true, I was looking forward to that. That's why I took the time to tell him about the secret passage I found while I was cleaning.
What?
That was your doing as well? I just casually mentioned it. Oh, it's dangerous if you fall, so don't get too close to it.
Hey!
This dude, he's seriously batshit crazy. He's insane. That's right. That's why I tried to stop him, you know?
However...
But why? Why did you kill Byakuya instead? I don't know. Because Nagito was the only one who was supposed to take that knife. That's why I aimed and thrusted the iron skewer there. But why is Byakuya the one who died? It was supposed to be Nagito, not him. Byakuya probably tried to stop Nagito from grabbing the knife, and then in place of Nagito.
Nope.
No, I don't think that's it.
Perhaps.
Byakuya was probably trying to protect Nagito. What did you say?
See?
Because Byakuya said so, didn't he? So much dialogue, though. Don't worry, as long as I'm the leader, I won't let anyone become a victim. Echo, echo, echo. I will guide you all. That much is a promise. Echo, echo, echo. Could it be? In order to keep that promise? As long as he was wearing the night vision goggles, I'm sure he saw someone moving under the floorboards, and that someone was aiming for Nagito. So, Byakuya gave his life to protect Nagito? Even though he was trying to take the knife? Yeah. I see. Byakuya is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away. Yet, I never expected an ending like that. This is such despair. What? But shouldn't we let him... We shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will become stronger by overcoming this despair. Could it be... Could it be you knew Byakuya would protect you, so you set him up to fail?
Someone like me.
Of course not. I'm not that good at calculating. I just took some precautionary measures. The results of that were going to be my fun for later. Just kidding.
How unexpected.
But I never expected it would turn out like this. I never thought I'd be the one to survive. But since it was my life that had been saved, I didn't want to just waste it. So that's why I decided to help Teru Teru. Why? Why? Well, because Teru Teru decided to commit his crime because he also had a strong hope, right? Which means his actions were motivated by hope. If he was willing to go that far, I thought he might truly be the person whose existence I was waiting for. I thought he might be the hope that could defeat any type of despair. In order for me to confirm it, I decided to help Teru Teru. What do you mean confirm? Just stop it already. Plus, I couldn't really help myself when I also empathized with Teru Teru. After all, he wanted to kill me, but ended up killing Byakuya instead, you know? If I left him in that confused state, this trial might have been ruined, right?
Isn't that right?
But in order for our hope to grow, this trial was absolutely necessary. That's why I decided to help him. I told him, I don't care if I die, so you should just focus on escaping this island. Those were my exact words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right, Teru Teru?
Man.
And that, in the end, my help just wasn't enough, and it's turned out to be a bad ending for Teru Teru. But you should be proud of yourself. You will not die in vain. You will become a splendid sacrifice for everyone else, so their hopes can grow even more powerful.
Impossible.
Sacrifice?
Shut up!
Seriously, stop it already! I'm gonna go crazy just listening to you.
Hey.
Hey, is it really okay for us to just leave this crazy bastard alone like this? Isn't it better if we just fucking kill him off? Kill, he said! High school students are so violent these days. But the person who's gonna get killed now isn't Nagito, it's Teru Teru.
What's the matter?
You didn't forget, right? Because I told you already at the beginning, right? If the Blackened Killer loses, a fun punishment awaits them.
Wait. No.
That was, how should I put it, an accident. More of a self-defense, not intentional. Anyway, I feel it's possible it's not my fault. It doesn't matter if it's an accident, self-defense, or intentional. A murder is still a murder. If you kill someone, that's murder.
Hey.
But isn't there anything like sympathy judgments, extenuating circumstances, or maybe even probation?
Impossible!
I don't accept any of those claims. That's not... Hey, see me, you guys. I was only trying to stop Nagito, so be honest. After learning about Nagito's plan, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought nobody would find out if you killed him after messing up his plan, right? That's what you thought, right?
Wrong.
You're wrong. There's no way. It sounded like the black bear from 1.5. There's no way. God damn it. There's no way a person who has no malice would kill someone like that. In truth, you were just desperate to kill Nagito and willing to sacrifice everybody else to survive, right? Just be honest already. At least yeah. Teru.
Why?
If only you didn't try to kill Nagito, Byakuya would still be alive. Why did you try to commit murder? Answer me, Teru Teru. I just wanted to go home.
I needed to go back home no matter what.
I think it's about time, everybody. Because she's waiting for me. Mama is waiting for me at home. She's waiting all by herself for the day I graduate Upstick Academy and come home. Oh no!
Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
I know that
Sad.
already.
Sad, sad, sad.
I know.
So sad. I promised her I'd become a full-fledged cook and save the Hanamura Diner. Mama's waiting for me to keep that promise. Even though she's sick and alone, she's still waiting for me.
That's why I need to go home.
Oh my god. But if we were told our memories were stolen and that several years had passed since our first date, then what happened to the Hanamura Diner? What happened to my mom who's still waiting for me? So, did you believe what Monokuma said?
Damn it!
You were saying all along, it's okay, I'll never believe something like this. So why?
Wrong.
I still don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. It has to be a lie.
I wanted to go home.
I wanted to go home and confirm it. I wanted to make sure it was all a lie. I wanted to make sure that I still have a place to call home. Teru, you... I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not that Teru didn't believe it. He believed it more than anybody else here. That's why he kept denying it, because he believed it. He needed to deny it. Damn it. If only I knew how he felt, something like this never would have happened. I wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's when I heard Nagito's plan. I found out he was going to kill someone if I left him alone. That's why.
Fine.
So, you wanted the first kill?
I'm sorry.
It doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice any of you, but it was the only thing I could do. And I ended up killing Byakuya instead of Nagito. I see.
I think I'm the one who went crazy.
Teru. I see. Interesting. But, as far as motives to kill are concerned, wanting to see your mom is boring. What?
So,
It seems there's no point in basking in the afterglow, so let's hurry up and begin the punishment.
jeez, get out of my way.
It's time. There. Now that the annoying little sister has been dealt with, let's get back to business.
Wait,
Oh, hold on a second. I'm not asking for forgiveness anymore, but at least...
I prepared a very
Oh, he's got it
special
covered.
punishment.
hey,
Call me Chef. No, wait, that's not what I...
please.
Please at least tell me what happened to the Hanamura Diner, the mama.
Let's give it everything we've
Oh.
got. It's punishment time.
Super sad.
Lies. I won't believe this.
I won't believe it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hey, look, they upgraded the screen. Mama, no! Don't do this. Oh, a new song. Oh my god, it shows us all. Whoa! This song is really good. Oh no. Oh my god, what? I'm sorry, what? Sauce. Missiles? Oh, hoo, hoo. Well then. Oh yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, it's batter. It's batter. Holy crap, they didn't mess around in this one. Oh my god. Wowee. Bada bing.
Extreme!
So, rather than finishing out the post-trial, we'll go ahead and do that in the next episode and carry into the next episode. We will go all the way to the next murder and the start of the investigation. If that doesn't take too long, we'll finish out the investigation, but I can't promise because I don't want to do a 10-hour stream because my voice can't handle that. But we will push as far as we can in the next one through this post-trial and at the very least of the next murder, and we'll go from there and see how much time that takes. So, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Yes. You guys, I love you all so much. Anyone who is here and isn't part of the normal crew, make sure you check out Stellar C, Unknown User 00, and Retro Gaming Interactive, and Bookworm_Alexis, yeah. I appreciate you all for coming, helping me get one step closer to affiliate. We're so close. One more stream might even do the trick, but we'll see. Is there anyone else you want to shout out? Any moves? Or maybe, I still have trouble with Solid's name. What is Solid's full name? Give him a shout out too. Yeah, those two are the. Oh, and Fear the Reaper too. And yeah, Solid Opinion. Okay, I gotta remember that. I always forget, but he's great. He's great. And yeah, so again, thank you all for coming, and I hope the rest of your day goes good. I'm gonna eat some food, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. And yeah, I will see you guys probably on Sunday at some point. Bye. Ciao. Thank you. We'll stay safe. Make sure you message us to make sure we're alive. We probably have service out there. Have a good day. Bye. Bye.